I swear, some people can do things so smoothly and some people can just complicate freaking picking up a book off the ground, yo. Anyways, great news. Aaron Rodgers says he will be back. He is not quitting on y'all. In an Instagram post, he said, "Thank you to every person that has reached out, called, text, DM, connected through a friend, etc. It has meant a ton to me, and I'll try and get back to all of you soon. I'm completely heartbroken and moving through all the emotions, but deeply touched and humbled by the support and love. Please keep me in your thoughts and prayers as I begin the healing process. The night is the darkest before the dawn, and I shall yet rise again. Proud of my guys. 1-0 Jets. Hey." Yeah, so Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers is staying positive after tearing his left Achilles heel. The New York Jets confirmed on their website that the quarterback was placed on the injured reserve list after the team's Monday night game against the Buffalo Bills. Rodgers will miss the remainders of the season. Rodgers ended the post by congratulating his team for their 22-16 victory against the Bills. The injury occurred near in the beginning of the first quarter after Rodgers was sacked by Bills linebacker Leonard Floyd. Rodgers was helped off the field by staff members and underwent an MRI. I think it's all rigged anyway, so. Wow. Big news. Hunter Biden, exclusive JQ News. Hunter Biden indicted on federal arms charges in long-running probe after weeks of a failed plea deal. Hunter Biden was indicted Thursday on federal firearm charges, the latest and weightiest step yet in a long-running investigation into the president's son. Biden is accused of lying about his drug use when he bought a firearm in October 2018, a period when he was acknowledged struggling with addiction to crack cocaine, according to the indictment filed in federal court in Delaware by a special counsel overseeing the case. It's crazy. Can you imagine the son of a president addicted to crack? Whoa, bro. President Joe Biden's son has also been under investigation for his business dealings. The special counsel has indicted the charges of failure to pay taxes on time could be filed in Washington or in California where he lives. The firearms indictment comes weeks after the collapse of a plea deal that would have averted a criminal trial as the 2024 election looms. Since then, the political pressure has only escalated as the House formally opened an impeachment inquiry into the Democratic president, seeking to tie either the elder Biden to his son's businesses and divert attention or former President Donald Trump's own legal woes. After the years-long probe, federal prosecutors have not indicted Joe Biden and is not connected so far. Republicans have unearthed no significant evidence of wrongdoing by Elder Biden, who as a vice president spoke off to his son and stopped by a business dinner with his son's associates. The White House maintains Joe Biden was not involved in his son's business affairs. The prosecutor has long overseen the Hunter Biden investigation. Trump-appointed Delaware U.S. Attorney David Weiss was elevated to special counsel last month, giving him broad authority to investigate and report out its findings. The three-count indictment says Hunter Biden lied on a form required for every gun purchase when he bought a Colt Cobra Special at a Wilmington, Delaware gun shop. He charged with 2 counts of making false statements by checking a box falsely saying he was not a user or addicted to drugs and a 3rd count for possessing the gun as a drug user. The 2 counts are punishable up to 10 years in prison, while the 3rd carries up to 5 years in prison upon conviction. Go! Yo! My man is done. Republican James Corner, the lead Republican pursuing an impeachment inquiry into the president, called the indictment Thursday a very small start. But he said in a statement, unless the Justice Department pursues the claims, Republicans reports have put out regarding whether the president was involved in his son's business dealing, it will be clear President Biden's DOJ is protecting, Department of Justice is protecting Hunter Biden and the big guy. A felony gun charge against Hunter Biden, 53, had previously been part of a plea deal that also included guilty pleas to misdemeanor tax charges, but the agreement imploded during a court hearing in July when a judge raised questions about its unusual provisions. The agreement would have spared him formal prosecution on the gun charge if he stayed out of trouble for 2 years. Defense attorneys have argued that the part of the deal remains in place, including its immunity provisions against other potential charges. The attorneys have indicated they would fight additional charges filed against it, but they did not immediately respond to a request for comment Thursday. Prosecutors, though, maintain the agreement never took effect and is now invalid. They telegraphed new gun charges were coming earlier in the court filing earlier this month. Charges related to a gun possession by drug users are rare, especially when not in connection with other crimes. All of the people sentenced for illegal gun possession in 2021, about 5% were due to drug use, according to U.S. Sentencing Commission data. Most of the cases are brought against people accused of other crimes as well, said Adam Winkler, a constitutional law professor and expert in gun policy at the University of California, Los Angeles School of Law. It's relatively rare to prosecute someone for being a substance abuser in possession of firearms, absent other criminal activity or other circumstances. A federal appeals court, meanwhile, recently found long-standing ban didn't stand up to new standards for gun laws set by the Supreme Court. Republicans has denounced the plea agreement as a sweetheart deal. It would have allowed Hunter Biden to serve probation rather than jail time after pleading guilty to failing to pay taxes in both 2017 and 2018. His personal income during those 2 years totaled roughly $4 million. This bastard made $4 million for doing nothing. Damn. Including businesses and consulting fees from a company he formed with a CEO of a Chinese business conglomerate and a Ukrainian energy company, Burisma. Congressional Republicans have continued their own investigations into the Justice Department's handling of the case, as well as every aspect of Hunter Biden's business dealings, seeking to connect his financial affairs directly to his father. Y'all screwed. For real. Interesting news story. Crazy. Dump truck fatally plunges hundreds of feet into the water pit on the job. That's the water pit and that's the truck. That's crazy. That's crazy. What? That's crazy. Alright, I'm just getting up the article. There you go. Shout out the New York Post. A dump truck driver fatally plunged hundreds of feet into a water-filled rock pit in Indiana Tuesday after his several-ton vehicle slipped near the edge of a quarry site, according to officials. That's crazy, babe. The unidentified worker's body was found by divers Wednesday morning at least 20 feet below the surface in a rural Crawford County, the Indiana Department of Natural Resources said in a news release. The Mulser Crushed Stone Inc. employee was driving the massive dump truck near the cliff before it went over the edge around 2 p.m., the department said. First responders reached the scenes but had trouble searching for the man because of the steep, unstable terrain around the pit, officials said. Employees with the company constructed a temporary path that helped conservation officers reach the border by boat. As you can imagine, a quarry is not the most stable environment to work in. Our efforts were hampered by the terrain. Sonar images taken from the boat pinpointed the truck's location, and a remote operated submersible helped show divers where the man was. Divers then pulled out the worker's body out of the submerged truck. For our searches, we have to make sure it's safe, stable environment for them to even enter the water.
Are you in the enviable position
Wow.
of having your own
What a
radio
story.
show? Perhaps you're a broadcaster, you're a radio presenter, you're a podcaster, but it's
Last but not least, Yachty reveals he's quit drinking lean and shows off his new look. He cut off his dreads. He's maturing. Lil Yachty recently revealed he quit drinking lean on Monday. Boat took to social media to show off his new look. The rapper appears slimmer in the recent photos, which showed him with a shaved head. I chopped the top, F it, he captions with the 3 pictures. She liked my haircut, it turned her on. Although he removed his signature red hair years ago, the Georgia entertainer continuously kept his braids with beads. So the haircut came as a surprise to his fans, who also commented on his new look. However, the response wasn't what Yachty'd hoped, as some people attacked him for seemingly sudden weight loss. You look like Franklin the Turtle. No, you didn't cut your hair. Put it back on. I don't care how. I'm calling your mother. During his response, the rapper also admitted he changed his lifestyle and kicked lean. I did stop drinking lean for efforts for months to bully me and tell me I look like I have leukemia. He jokingly shot back at his critics. Moneybagg Yo recently opened up about his decision to stop drinking lean. In 2022, the Memphis artist expressed he was quitting the drug and looking forward to a healthier life. I used to think being sober would F my creative process. I see that's just a mind thing, because I'd be more active, skin glowing, and I'd be dropping none but pressure, he typed on Twitter, and including the hashtag no more Wakashika. Waukesha was become popular slang for addictive alcohol cocktail. Lean is famously crafted from prescription cough medicines that contain promethazine of codeine combined with soda and candy, usually a Jolly Rancher. So shout out to your Lil Yachty. Got the Iversons on, I think. Yeah, man. That's what's up. Alright, that's it for JQ News. Thank you for joining. Be with you tomorrow. I think I got some conspiracy news coming. Peace. Go follow me at Instagram.com, Jonathan_Quest, SoundCloud.com, JQ Music with a K. Go get my album on Bandcamp.com, The Greatest Writers of the Century. Deuces.